All right, so we have a game. Here we have a match between Eagle Here Be Monsters and Hoggath. So the map is mega random, which in this generation has two players on some plateaus with a lot of starting resources of gold and silver. So that won't be a problem, but trees, not so much. They're going to have to go down into the depths of the shallows and even towards the edges of the map. So not actually heaps of wood compared to other maps, still plenty, but players are going to have to think about where they're going to go to get their wood at some stage of the match. So this is a rated game with yellow, good elo at 982 compared to Hoggath at 918. So people would suggest that yellow is the favourite for this one. Civilizations. So Monsters has gone for the Aztecs. Need a lot of gold, but good units if you can, good strong units if you can get them going, get access to the gold, and on a map like this, plenty of gold, so shouldn't be a problem. And then Hoggath is with the Japanese. So a good infantry civ, the Japanese, with some nice bonuses there. All right, so both players with some idle TC time. So yellow doing better with just a 7 seconds, 44 seconds for blue. So that puts him a whole villager down, villager and some. But he's brought in lots of sheep. He's keeping them out to the side and just bringing in one by one. So, all right, well, not always able to do this, but keeping the sheep, or in this case, what does Capture Age actually call them? Let's go in a little bit closer. A turkey, right. So generic term sheep, but in this case a turkey. Keeping them this far out does risk them being stolen if a particular player is like-minded to do such a thing, whereas yellow is keeping them reasonably close so that he can go and capture them again if they start to wander too far. So scouting, how are we going? So Monsters is done the concentric circle approach. So he's found out about his plateau and he's starting to get a lay of the land down in the shallows. Likewise, what does Blue see? So done a little bit more scouting, seen some of the areas up on the edge of the map. So he's found some stone up here. But neither player has found each other yet. So 15 vils apiece now. So a bit of idle TC time from yellow crept in. Still not very much. He's pushing deer at the moment. Supplementing the food with some deer. He's got the forward lumber camp. Just 2 on wood at the moment. Usually people go with 3 just to give themselves option of what to build in the feudal age. They don't have to worry about wood, but maybe this is a specialized build and 2 is deemed good enough. So Blue's decided to go for 5 on lumber. So that is unusual at this stage. So again, he might have something special planned, and now we've got the 3 on lumber here. Okay, so reasonably standard build from yellow. Something unusual from blue. And he's even going for mining very early on. So blue yet to click up. Still building vills. Whereas yellow is already on the way up with just 1 minute and 40 to go. So 20 vils for blue, just 1 in queue. So it seems like he is just Well, what is his plan? Because he doesn't have one in queue now, so he is racking up the idle time. I was thinking it was going to be a fast castle play, but might just be a little bit sloppy now. So, well considered, good start for yellow. He will have a slight advantage in time to feudal, and we'll have to see what he does with that. So he is housed at the moment, going for the barracks first. Needs to get a house down reasonably quick. His feudal is on the way in 20 seconds, and he does have 3 villagers queued up after that, so likely to suffer some idle time. Oh no, he's on the case. House is on the way now. Okay, all is good. All right, so blue is 2 minutes away now, so stuck on the 21 vills. Bringing in another boar now. Berries and boar, already got some farms down. So 14 on food, whereas Eagle has now switched onto some gold. It's got 4 on gold, quite close to the town centre. That's handy. So barracks is down, and we've got the archery range coming up straight away. And we've got double barracks by blue, which is an interesting strategy. Don't often see that. Resource collected. So yellow is slightly ahead by 200. So it's fairly minimal at this point in the game. But that is more res collected. Work efficiency is better with blue though. All right, so there is a heck of a lot of militia being made by blue, and now they are on the move. He's just been housed, and the upgrade for man-at-arms is coming in, so he wants some early aggression, blue. Yellow is ready here with some eagles and an archer, so we'll see what the micro is like. And they are going to pass each other in the night. Okay, so all right, so they're both going to be looking to do damage to the other person, and let's see who flinches first. Who's going to come home? So blue's committed, yellow's committed, trying to get some early kills. Town bell is rung, so if no kills, that is a good outcome. That's economic destruction and damage. Just needs to be careful to stay out of the town fire. So the man-at-arms are circling around, and so they're likely to get some damage here. So at least 1 vill's going down, possibly a second. 2 and 3. Will that one get home? Okay, so saved 1, and we'll likely save the other. So blue still town belled, and yellow is likely to lose all his army here. He does have some more on the way though. Just needs a little bit better control on his army not to get sucked into the town centre, but causing a great lot of panic town belling. And that is putting him resources way ahead. So almost 1,000 extra resources now because of all this idle time. So good play by Monsters. He's getting a good lead now. All right, so he is staying with yellow's base, forcing yellow to get rid of this fire tower. 27 vils to 22, good spot for yellow. Blue is ungarrisoned now, and yellow looking to try and take some damage. So dangerously close to the town centre there. Sometimes you just got to leave those villagers in there. I mean, if blue did the town bell right now, he'd lose at least 1 eagle. And there we go. There goes the eagle. So yellow just needs to watch that a little bit. Blue is going to take down this tower. So nothing at home to deal with the eagles. Archery range has been taken down. And so yellow's likely to lose this barracks as well. That's going to go down quickly to the men-at-arms. Does still have army harassing here. But blue does have access to food. He has access to this gold over here. Forcing lots of town bells. But unfortunately yellow just getting in the road of that arrow fire. He's losing his military. So 12 to 6 kills on the military so far in blue's favour. Needs to get some more production buildings down. He's going for the market. And pretty soon he's not going to have any buildings to make any military. So resource-wise, I mean, yellow, still a heck of a lot more collected. 32 vills to 21. And blue going over to the houses now. So it's not an immediate problem for yellow. He's got plenty of houses up his sleeve. Both players neglecting their villager creation now. So 21 villas for blue, 32 for yellow. So I'd like to still see those villages being created even amongst all this chaos. But that is a lot of vills just stuck within that town centre radius for blue. So good job from yellow to keep them pinned down. But he does feel he's outnumbered now and he's coming back home. So men-at-arms still causing a bit of chaos here. Eagles aren't very strong against the men-at-arms in feudal. But monsters is clicking up. Castle Age is in 2 minutes. Still needs some military buildings. So at the moment, yellow can't make any more army. And that's going to be a problem very soon if he doesn't find a way to start. Oh, I do take that back. Okay, there's a barracks within the safety of the town centre radius. So blue is free to boom and get things back on track now. He's cleared out yellow. Blue just taking out satellite buildings and structures, just being a bit of a nuisance in general. And so monsters has only 1 on food at the moment. Plenty of gold. Villagers trying to fight back the man-at-arms. So it would seem like the bank is being bet with just some Castle Age eagles. That's my guess. But it doesn't really have the food economy to get anything going. He does have a couple out there on the field now, just 2. But chasing off men-at-arms with vills is a bit of a almost a desperate play. 9 vill kills to 1 in blue's favour. So the vill count is becoming a lot more even now, 27 to 26. 15 military on the field for blue. So a bit of a rough spot for yellow. And, okay, a bit of a desperate play, but he's going for the town centre. Not town centre, the castle. Again, caused the town bell. Let's see if he can get this castle up. It's 50%. He does have 10 vills on it, but the men-at-arms are slowly whittling them down. So he got down to 6, 5, and too much castle to build, so that will be denied. So that's a bit of a shame. So it needs to just settle down. And blue comes in with the trash talk. So blue attacking the market now might cause a bit of a headache for yellow as he tries to rebalance and get things under control. Not used to cheesy men-at-arms strats. And that gets a bit of a laugh out of blue. Not used to lossing myself. Okay, well. So blue, I think he's reasonably happy with how things are panning out. And so yellow, he's only got 9 vills left. He's trying desperately. He's going to go in and try and finish off this castle just for old time's sake. Blue, if he's not paying attention, might not even realise this has been finished off, but he does now. And the final build percentage is likely to be around the 99.9%. Well, at least he had a go. And the GG has been called. Alright, so a quick game in the end. So this generation of Mega Random seems to be all about getting over to the other person's base and doing damage early. That was a strategy that both players took. So I think so blue played well. He obviously got the win. The man-at-arms was a great choice in this particular instance. So yellow just didn't have enough to counter that at any one time. And I think probably what went wrong was just losing his army within the city limits of the town centre of the arrow fire. So if he could have just stayed outside, a lot more of his units would have stayed alive in the early game and could have chosen to come back and deal with blue, or just kept blue pinned in. But, you know, potentially on this map, when so many of the minerals are so accessible within the arrow fire, may be difficult to get early damage with an early rush like that. Maybe if both players had their time again, or especially yellow, might try to hold off for a castle age assault instead, or just keep more at home and take out blue's assault from the safety of home, creating more units closer to home, and maybe that might have been a better approach for this game. In any case, a fun one, a quick one, and a victory for blue. All right, till next time.